How many times do I have to tell you that this is salmon? This is not pink. I'm talking to guys in this next one, okay? So be nice to me. Are we on? Can you edit that out? Dads get a bad rap these days. An extraterrestrial who tapped into our TV signals would think Earth dads are deadbeats, duds, and doofuses. Spend a night in front of the TV tube. And is there another kind of tube? And you'll wonder how your father managed to lace his shoes in the morning. How did he do it? Not long ago, we said goodbye to a man of honor. He had godly character and unending peppermints for his grandchildren. He just did. They were everywhere. A few days later, I sat down and I wrote some words out to him. Here they are. Dear Dad, we laid you to rest on a Wednesday beneath the wide prairie sky. Forgive me, but I cried like a baby. Saying goodbye to one I've admired since I was knee-high to a tricycle isn't easy. The night before you crossed the River Jordan, we crowded your bed and sang the hymns you loved to hear. You took my daughter's hand and you kissed it, making another memory she'll carry for life. That's what you were about, Dad. Memories. When I was a kid, I loved to sneak up on you and watch what you were doing when you didn't know I was watching. When you thought no one was watching, I learned to laugh. I watched you smack your thumb with a hammer once, and I just knew you'd cuss. Instead, you danced around using strong language like, oh, shoot, and dog biscuits. If anyone had reason to cuss, it was you. Your mother died when you were 2, leaving you to be raised by crazy uncles in a home where the unspeakable was commonplace. Wow. But you never shouldered a backpack of grudges. You lived life with a twinkle. When you thought no one was watching, I learned how to treat a lady. I learned to honor her and open doors for her. I learned to let her stroll on the inside of the sidewalk, so when we were hit by an oncoming truck, she'd still be around to care for the kids. When you thought no one was watching, I learned what was worth chasing. You avoided the deceptive staircase promising success, investing in memories instead. In a file marked will, you seemed to misplace a note Mom gave you listing your attributes. She made you sound like Father Teresa. On time for work, a gentleman, filled with integrity, wholesome in speech, loves family, loves God. You know, I guess it was filed correctly. It's the best inheritance a child could hope for. When you thought no one was watching, I learned how to bring the Bible to life. Hours before you passed away, I had you all to myself, and you were struggling to breathe and my singing didn't help. So I opened the same old King James Bible I watched you read when I was just a little boy. You'd underlined some magnificent verses and I read them to you, of that place where our tears will be wiped dry and our question marks straightened into exclamation points. When I looked up, you were sound asleep. Friday morning, the sun rose on your face and you simply stopped breathing. No more tears. No more Alzheimer's, home free. When you thought no one was watching, I learned how to die. With relationships intact, with nothing left unsaid. Your children were there. When we went to tell Mom of your passing, one asked, do you know why we're here? Money, said your wife of 62 years. You'd have been proud of her. She held your hand then, clinging to the last of your warmth. I'd like to take one more stroll in the grass with him, she smiled. Wouldn't we all? When they came to take you away, she simply said, thanks for all the years, sweetheart. I'd like to thank you too, Dad, for hunting trips and fishing lessons, for majoring on the majors, and for 1,000 timeless memories. Most of all, thanks for giving me a tiny glimpse of what God looks like. Tonight I'll lay flowers on your grave and past the tears, determined to keep that twinkle alive, to live so the preacher won't have to lie at my funeral, as you cheer me on all the way home. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV.